Hey guys, as you can tell here, I got a screw and a spring here, and you're probably wondering how I did that. And good news, because I am going to tell you. Let me go to Macro and I'll show you exactly what this looks like. Ah yes, beautiful looking, isn't it? I got EASTSHEEN dust everywhere. EASTSHEEN dust, don't breathe this. Screw spring. It's gonna be nice. I'm trying to get the light in here, but it's kind of hard. Yes, EASTSHEEN 2x2 spring mod. Look at the springs coil. It's beautiful. Alright, let me go back. Anyway, you're probably wondering how I did this, and I'm gonna tell you. So first, to do a mod on an EASTSHEEN, you gotta drill these centers of these little like plugs out, and it has to be that diameter of your screw. Trust me, you're gonna want it to be the diameter of the screw. And yes, I am doing this very dangerously, guys. If you have a drill press or something like that, or any better means of doing this, please do so. Do not do what I'm doing. Very, very not safe. Okay? Anyway, that's your first step, is drilling a hole through the middle that's going to be the size or the diameter, which is this, how thick this screw is, of your screw. And mine, it's just about right, it's perfect. Okay, so that's the first step. Next step. Okay, the next step is to cut this whole piece off, actually. It's kind of scary, and it was pretty scary doing it, but this is what you gotta do. You're going to cut about this much off. You're not going to cut right at the seam. Take a look at the width of my blade. I'm going to cut like about here. About like right there. Because you're going to need room to make room for the springs and stuff like that, especially when you glue a certain spot on. And you'll find out why. So you're going to want to cut off, you know, about that much or so, maybe like a millimeter of it off. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Make sure you cut very straight too. You want this part to be very straight. Okay, you're going to come out with this and this. It is kind of creepy looking because you're thinking, what the hell am I going to do now? No worries, don't worry at all. You're going to take this piece here, this little tab. Mine is kind of stuck in there because it just is. And yeah, you're gonna need to take that out. So what you need to do if it's stuck is you need to file all this front part off until it's flat. I'll show you what I mean. That's good. You're gonna want to flatten it so that you have two separate pieces. If you can tell, I can rotate that inner piece. Right? That part should just come off. It's nothing really, you don't need it. And this inner piece here will come out, which is exactly what you need. That's a lot of silicone. Okay. The next part is either file this off or cut it off until it is completely flat. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you how I do it. I use this clamp here, and thanks to my friend Nick for letting me borrow these tools, and I will be returning them. I just grab it here. You can grab it from the top if you want, and then just cut this whole little piece off. All you want to keep is this little round spot right here. Alright, so let's do that. And that's about it. Once it falls out is when it's ready to come off. Should look like that. Just peel that off. And then just file this edge down here. Should look like that, nice and smooth, nothing on there. You just have this little nice round top, and that is the first part of the mod. So go ahead and do that. Okay, the next step, which I don't have, is you're gonna need to get a drill bit size a tiny bit bigger than what you've already made, and you want it to be like ever so slightly thicker. I mean, bigger than the screw that you. I mean, the diameter of the screw that you're using, because you want the screw to be able to slide through this piece with ease. Because this is what the top piece is going to be sliding on. You know, when it's being all springy, you'll see what I mean. So just go ahead and make this little hole a tiny bit bigger than what your screw diameter size is, so that the screw can slide evenly through this part. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Your screw should be able to fit to this piece that we made very easily. So just be able to, you know, it looks bad, but you know, you should be able to go slide through there. That's all I need to show you. Pretty much once that's done, next is where you need to get your crazy glue out. Okay, so this next part, you lay this piece down there, right there. But actually lay this part, the side that we sanded, that part is going to go down, side down. Then you're going to put glue all over the top of this part here. Put a lot, because this is going to need to withstand a lot of force. And what you're going to do, trying to get the light here, is you're trying to get this piece perfectly centered with the hole that's in there. So there. Anyway, this is what it should look like. Should be the hole should be right in the center of the other one, and that's good. And you should be good. That should be something that's going to hold very well, and that's it. And that's this next part. Let that dry. And this next part is a very long process. Sorry to say. While you're letting this piece dry here, crazy glue should be instant, but I like to make sure. Go ahead and file off the spot that you cut off on the core. Go ahead and file that straight and make sure it's completely straight, because you're going to want that to be smooth for when the other piece. Just double check. There should be some sides that are higher than the others. Okay. Once you've sanded that, this thing's going to be filled a little bit. Go ahead and just drill the drill until it's like about this, where this just drill it till it's about there. Just drill here and here. Don't worry if that's not centered or not, you'll be fine. Go ahead and do that. Okay, next step, once you got this side filed and this one on here, this is the longest process here. Okay, all this, there's no way that the pieces are going to turn if this is in the way. So what you got to do is you got to sand this until it is flush with the other side. I mean with the centerpiece in here. So let me go to macro. So what you got to do is you got to even up this edge that's bulging out, like bulging right here. You got to even out this part here with this center core here, right here. And once you do that, you'll have a nice flush looking thing with the little hole in it, and that's what holds your springs in there. And when you go ahead and do that, you see how you have these edges here. Just make sure you sand that nice and flat. Once you got this, you're done. I'll show you what you gotta do next. Next, you're gonna make a screw just like you would a DIY. You're gonna put it through the center cap that you made, pretty much. And then you're going to screw it into the core that you made. So just go ahead and put that in there, like so, and then screw it in. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. But what you gotta do is you gotta check with an edge piece that it's held in there nice and tight, and that's how you mod an EASTSHEEN, put springs in there. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to remake the video if I didn't do it too well. And then yeah. Okay, let me finish this last one, put it together, and I'll show you how it feels. Sweet. Okay, I just finished modding this, and the thing is amazing. Like, just moved it. Got a crap load of tolerance. You can see how much tolerance it has. Make them really short. It's like a very, very mini version of what you see in DIY cubes. And just you're gonna have to mess around with spring length and screw length, but I'm sure once you get it so that these inside cubies here don't hit the screw has to fit under those cubies, and then you'll be fine. So that's it. That's how you mod an EASTSHEEN 2x2 with springs, and now I'm a proud owner of a DIY EASTSHEEN 2x2. There you go. Awesome EASTSHEEN. I love it. Have a good one.